Our electrical dependency. Unlike our 19th century ancestors who barely noticed the most powerful solar storm in recorded history, we built a civilization where electricity is our life support system. What happens when the backup systems we've designed to protect us during outages are themselves vulnerable to the very same solar electromagnetic pulses that could trigger the outage in the first place? How many seconds could you function normally if every electrical system around you suddenly went dark? 10 seconds? 30? A minute? The uncomfortable truth is that most of us would immediately lose access to nearly everything we rely on. Your smartphone would still work until its battery died. Your car might still run until it needed fuel from pumps that require electricity. Your home might stay warm until the heating system's electrical controls failed. This dependency extends far beyond personal conveniences into the fabric of modern civilization itself. From the moment we wake to an electric alarm, through our morning routines with electrically pumped and heated water, to the digitally coordinated transportation networks that move us, we operate within an intricate, electrically powered orchestra. When one instrument fails, the entire symphony of daily life can quickly fall silent. Consider how this plays out across society. Approximately 85% of U.S. critical infrastructure relies on electrical systems to function properly. Without electricity, clean water stops flowing within hours as pumping stations fail. Food spoils in warehouses without refrigeration. Fuel cannot be pumped from underground tanks at gas stations. Hospital generators eventually run out of fuel when resupply becomes impossible. The financial system is particularly vulnerable. More than 99% of all monetary transactions now flow through electronic systems. ATMs cease functioning without power. Credit card terminals go dark. Even banks themselves cannot access account information when their systems lose electricity. In a prolonged outage, our entire economic system would effectively cease to function. Transportation networks represent another critical vulnerability. While mechanical vehicles might initially operate without electrical infrastructure, they quickly become stranded when refueling becomes impossible. Air traffic control systems, railway signals, and traffic management systems all require continuous electrical input. Without them, the organized movement of people and goods grinds to a halt. Communications networks, perhaps our most vital connection in times of crisis, are especially fragile. Cell towers typically have battery backups providing just 4 to 8 hours of service before requiring generator power. Internet routers and servers need continuous electricity. Even landline phone systems, once relatively resilient, now largely depend on electrical infrastructure as they've transitioned to digital technology. If we could visualize electricity consumption in a typical city over 24 hours, we would see a constant, pulsing demand, never ceasing, never pausing. This time-lapse would reveal how electricity flows through every aspect of urban life, from essential services like hospitals and water treatment to the countless personal devices that connect our communities. What makes this situation particularly precarious is that our backup systems, the very safeguards designed to protect us during power outages, share the same fundamental vulnerability to solar electromagnetic pulses. The redundancies we've built into the system are meant to replace primary systems, but can be damaged or destroyed by the same forces. This vulnerability is compounded by the interconnected nature of modern electrical grids. A disruption in one part of the system can trigger cascading failures, chain reactions that spread through the network like falling dominoes. The 1989 solar storm that caused the Hydro-Quebec electrical grid to collapse left 5 million people without power for 9 hours. This wasn't a Carrington-level event. It was approximately 1/10 the strength. The Quebec blackout demonstrated how cascading failures work. As some components of the grid failed due to the geomagnetic disturbance, the load shifted to other parts of the system. Those parts, now overloaded, began failing as well. Within minutes, the entire provincial grid collapsed. Now imagine this same process occurring simultaneously across much larger geographical areas. Our electrical infrastructure has actually become more vulnerable since 1989, not less. Modern power grids are designed to operate with increasing efficiency, with components running closer to their maximum capacity and less reserve capacity built into the system. This efficiency comes at the cost of resilience, the ability to absorb unexpected shocks without failing. The North American power grid contains more than 200,000 miles of high-voltage transmission lines, essentially creating a vast antenna array perfectly designed to capture and channel electromagnetic energy from a solar storm. High-voltage transformers represent a particular point of vulnerability. These massive, custom-built devices cost millions of dollars and require specialized manufacturing. Even under normal conditions, replacement can take over a year. Perhaps most concerning is that approximately 70% of the U.S. high-voltage transformer fleet is over 25 years old, with many components well beyond their intended service life. These aging transformers are particularly susceptible to damage from geomagnetically induced currents, having been designed before solar storms were recognized as a significant threat to electrical infrastructure.